Losing is shitty. Failure is fucking horrible, but without it, there wouldn't be anything to fix or look forward to. Go out and fail some more. Don't fail too hard so you can get up and realize changes need to be made. What's up, everyone? It's Devontae, and we're slowly approaching summer, and with everything going on in the economy, the United States, the world, I think there's something to be said about losing and how we react to it, or better yet, who are you when you lose? Who are you when you lose? Do you know? Do you feel weak, insecure, manipulative, sad, fierce, vengeful? Do you fight back when you're pushed in a corner? Do you work harder, smarter? Do you cry? Do you talk to friends and family? Do you have no one to talk to? Do you give up? Because that's who you really are. At least that's what I believe. Who you are at your lowest is the real you. I guess I'll give some background into why I wanted to make this video. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I posted a story. By the time you see this video, it would have been yesterday. An interview, it was basically saying that when we fail is when we get to the root of who we actually are. Because it's easy to be excited, to be glorified, and to be championed and praised whenever we win, but what about when you don't? Because I'm self-centered like the rest of us, and I care more about my interests, even though I don't usually admit that. I guess I'll give you some background into some of my losses and where it's gotten me. Recently, I've been in a transitory phase of realization when it comes to relationships, money, mental health, and my future in general. My last video had no script, and I talked about turning 25 this year. This is an extension of that. I want this video to be a conversation. Not only am I almost 25, but I'm extremely familiar with the crippling sensation that is loss or failure. I've been set back so much since I first moved to where I am now when I was 20 years old, in ways I expect no one to understand or to resonate with. I kind of keep it to myself, and I keep a smile on my face, because everything, to be quite frank with you, is not falling apart, but at the same time, it's so much different than where I've come from. While also realizing my loss is relative to me, and someone could be suffering in different, more serious ways. My failures are my personal failures that I take personally. The only thing that remained consistent in my journey throughout adulthood is, honestly, I grew a bit more every time I shed my skin. I can't say the same for everybody else, but it hurts to trim the weeds and make room for new growth. I'm not saying I'm optimistic or overly positive about losing. No, losing is by all means shitty. Even the word lose sounds bad, like at first. I hate losing, and in the same breath, I know I need it to happen. For me, it's always been necessary for me to lose something, so I realize it's time for change. We don't question when it gets cold, plants start dying, and we lose sunlight that the season is changing. We adapt. And every single time, that's what I've done. That's who I am when I lose. I'm hurt, I'm sad, I'm vengeful, I cry, I hate, then I get up and I change. Whether that be the people I'm around, my job, my relationships, my plans, my life, I make changes. Albert Einstein once quoted, "Failure is success in progress." It certainly doesn't feel that way when you have a breakup, you get fired, you lose a loved one, you don't hear back for an interview, or you check your bank account and you don't see $1 million in that motherfucker. Failure. Failure certainly does not feel as though we're trekking toward a well-deserved W somewhere down the line. But scientifically, mathematically speaking, that is the only way to succeed, by attempting. The byproduct of those attempts, over and over again over a long period of time, just so happens to be failure. And the byproducts of many failures is eventually, ironically, success. This is the paradox of failure. You only succeed as much as you fail, and you only fail as much as you do. Most of us aren't overly optimistic or what I like to call delusional, which, keep in mind, is a useful trait. We can all examine our own failures and losses in life and see it was because we tried again that we even got this far. Losing is shitty. Failure is fucking horrible, but without it, there wouldn't be anything to fix or look forward to. Go out and fail some more. Don't fail too hard, so you can get up and realize changes need to be made. Who are you when you lose? And yeah, one more thing. No one said you had to do it all alone. Those who needed to hear that, take care of yourselves. If no one else said it, I love you. This is Devontae, and fuck the views and subscriptions. At this point, we all just need help, and I hope you get it.